So, welcome. I wanted to use today as an opportunity to talk about how these moments and how I use kind of guided meditation. Good morning, Debbie. How I use guided meditation and closed eye experiences to actually help with my health. Now, I know breathing, you get it, like you're like, hey, that helps you stay calm and things like that. But you actually can take it a step deeper and use visualization to quite literally create what I sort of consider this permeable by choice force field and to create what feels like protection. And I thought right now, given how there's just I feel so much from people right now and can just sense so much. And that sensing of other people's energy and like feelings and tenseness and anxiety and stress and all that kind of stuff can very easily get absorbed by me. And all of a sudden I'm like, why am I feeling like this chaotic stress ball when, in general, I'm okay, right? Like, and that's because I'm sort of taking on other people's stuff. How many of you have like taken on your kids' energies? Like if they're upset, then you're upset. If your spouse is upset, you feel upset. Or if they're happy, you're happy, right? Like we take that on and we can feel that in our bodies. Our bodies are these beautiful sensors, and so we can actually absorb some of that stuff. And I think right now, it's really important to make sure that you have some methods to combat that, because we don't need to absorb any more than we're already dealing with. Can I get an amen? And so this closed eye moment is just an opportunity to invite kind of a shields up, we like to say in my world sometimes. And it doesn't mean that it's an impermeable, impenetrable, hard, stiff, like blocking other people per se. It just means that you're letting yourself know, and as best you can and as much as you buy into, you can let other people know through your protection, through your shields, that there's a line, right? There's a barrier here. And I get to decide what I want to take and what I don't, and what's mine and what somebody else's. And we're going to talk more about this tonight. So if you are ready, we're just going to come into a moment of closing our eyes. First, another sip of coffee. And as you come into this moment, just notice what you notice. Notice if anything is, that's my dog, waking up. Notice if anything feels stiff. Notice if anything feels off. Notice what feels amazing. So just kind of let your flow of breath just kind of ease through your body, just waking yourself up. If you're watching this in the morning, maybe reigniting yourself if you're watching it a little later in the day. Just give yourself energy for the day. Or bringing a sense of closure, calm, relaxation if you're heading towards the end of your day as you're watching this. And now I want you to start to visualize the top of your head, taking your attention to the top of your head. And I want you to see coming up and out, and just like 5 inches in front of you, or more if you want a foot, it's up to you. 5 inches is what showed up for me. Of just this kind of rainbowing out, arching and spilling down and around you. kind of iridescent bubble. And so see it just spilling up and out, and then watch as that covers around your head. Again, plenty of distance. You're going to be breathing just fine. Nothing is tight. Nothing is restricting. Down, across, and out from your neck, your shoulders. Plenty of room to move. Your back, your arms, the midsection of your body. You can see it have a slight glisten. This is a beautiful piece of material that's just encompassing you, almost like an air hug. You might even feel some warmth as it breezes down across and away from your body, down past your hips, and out and around your legs. See if you notice any colors. And for some reason, I'm even picking up like a scent, maybe the bubble idea, and bubbles often have a pretty floral scent. And then down, and let the shield, let the bubble actually touch the ground, not the bottom of your feet, but the ground. So you quite literally have come up and out the top of your head. Notice that you can move. And then notice that if we just had a visualization and kind of put our hand out in front of us, notice how there's some give. Your hand, the shield, the bubble kind of absorbs your hand a bit. There's some give. You even can see the print of your hand. And if you chose to, with any kind of extra force, not punching or not poking, but just enough force, you could penetrate the shield. So it is strong, but it is flexible. So just feel that around you. Notice how it makes you feel to have this ever so slight barrier between you and the day ahead, the things that you may have to do, the things you may not want to do right now, the messages you may need to send. If you're like us in North Carolina, the kids who are about to wake up and not go to school, what does it feel like to have this air hug of protection? And then I really want you to just sort of look down at where your feet are and how you've kind of drawn with this shield, this bubble, this circle around you. I want you to imagine that that circle, that's the line. And you get to decide who and what crosses it. You get to decide what emotions are going to be truly felt and dealt with because they are yours and they need that processing and attention. And then anything that shows up that you're like, oh, wow, I'm feeling that, but that's not mine. Maybe it's a coworker that's freaking out. Maybe it's someone who walks by that coughs or sneezes. And just notice how that shield has this amazing strength to it. And those things just bing, bounce right off. It's almost like a game. And you are in amazement as you visualize the things that you do not want to let in, just bouncing, pinging, sliding down and off. And anytime you need to let something in or let something out, you will know exactly where and how to do that. So just feeling that sense of trust. This is not a castle wall. This is not a stop sign. You can still see out. People can still see in. It's just your own natural protection to use however you see fit. So just breathing all of that in, just taking the time for yourself to create this whenever you need to tap back into it. If you're entering, those of you in the health field, if you're entering into hospitals today, people's homes today, doctors' offices, this is a beautiful way to give yourself a strong sense of ownership and security. So just breathing all of that in, noticing what you notice. And when you're ready, you can flutter your eyes open. I needed that. I'm so glad that that idea was delivered to me today. I don't have a strong structure of what's going to show up on these Monday moments, and I just trust that what I need to share is what I need to share. What I need is what I need to share, and that hopefully helps others as well. And I invite you into that. So if you participated today, whenever you participated today, would you let me know what showed up for you, what it was like? Was that easy? Was there any difficulty? How that made you feel to have that sense of shield and protection. Have the most amazing day. It is your day, and I can't wait to see what opportunities await you as you embrace the day now with this sense, hopefully, of security and love as you walk through your day. Have an amazing one. Talk to you soon.